How to act as if to get what you want. Ooh, great question. I'm glad you asked. Hi guys, my name is Janelle Godin here with Janelle LOA. Welcome back to my YouTube channel where we discuss psychology, manifestation, and more. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and also go follow my TikTok. You can also come follow my personal Instagram, Janelle Godin. Also, my Instagram page called 6am Society, where I speak about psychology, philosophy, and spirituality. You can also come join our Facebook group, also called 6am Society, because I ran out of ideas, eventually, where we help each other manifest and we motivate each other. You can also check out my merch if you haven't already. It's really sexy, if I do say so myself. I designed it myself with my good editing skills. You can also come find me on the website Fiverr for some personal coaching if you would love me to drill these teachings into your mind and tailor it more to your specific situation until you get that thing you want. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so acting as if is a concept that I was introduced to at a really young age because it's something that my mom really believes in. I remember when I was 14 years old and about to start high school, my mom told me that I always had to walk with my head high and my shoulders back because it's your attitude about yourself that people will adopt about you. And as much as my mom didn't go too deep into the law of attraction, I don't even think that she knew what it was at the time. She knows now because she watches my YouTube channel, but at the time, she still had some sort of understanding of how energy works on this planet when it comes to the image that you project onto people and how to, I guess, fake it till you make it. Even my dad used to tell me ever since I was like 5 years old to fake it till I made it, like on the ice when playing Ragnette. So that's kind of what we're going to be discussing today, but I'm obviously going to tailor it more to the law of attraction and speak about it in a way that has to do more with manifestation. Everything is manifestation, but you know what I mean. Okay, so sometimes when you act as if, you're going to feel like you're lying to yourself. Now, at first, that's going to feel awkward. You're not going to like lying to yourself, especially if you're not used to doing it. But after a while, your mind is going to be like, oh yeah, okay, sure. Like after a while, you will brainwash yourself into that new reality, into that new state of being. Okay? At first, though, it will feel awkward, especially if you're the kind of person who is always going on negative spirals about your life and yourself. But you know what? You're technically also lying to yourself when you try to tell yourself that the way that the people in your life are treating you is out of your control. That's not true either. You're also lying to yourself when you look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you're ugly. You're lying to yourself when you tell yourself that that thing you want, somebody deserves it more. What? How does that work? I used to be like that. I used to be that way. Trust me, I know how it feels and I know how it works. And now that I've been doing my scripting nightly for a whole year and more, a little bit over a year now, I'm starting to realize that the things that you can or cannot manifest have nothing to do with your actual worth and all to do with what you decide that you're going to get. Period. I'll give you guys an example. A couple days ago, my mom asked me, is this guy that you were telling me about still talking to you sometimes? He wasn't, but as I picked up my phone to reply to my mother's text, I realized that that was an opportunity for me to reaffirm the reality that I wanted, not the reality that I was currently in. So I picked up my phone and I replied to my mom, yeah, of course he is. He texts me every day. 2 minutes later, not even 2 minutes later, it was like 5 seconds later, he texted me after not having texted me for a whole week. I knew that it was my manifestation. It was instant. It was an instant manifestation. Sometimes it happens. So did I lie to myself? Yeah, maybe. But if I do say so myself, lying to myself works. It works. Don't believe me? Well, guess who's coming over at my place tonight? Yeah. So I'm kind of glad that I lied to my mom in that moment. And some of you might say, oh my God, it's so wrong to lie to people. Well, babe, this is your life, your one and only life, your one and only chance at that. You're going to have to choose between lying to people sometimes and getting what you want, or being honest 100% of the time, all the time, and continuing to live in your current reality and, you know, continuing living in the same cycle where all of the same kind of experiences keep popping back up in your life, even if you don't like or agree with those experiences. If you want your whole life to change, if you want to manifest your entire life getting better and being able to manifest bigger, better things, you need to make this a practice. In fact, I have a challenge for you guys. For the next 24 hours, you're going to react to everything and anything that happens to you the way that you would if you were your ideal person. Now, I can't tell you exactly what that's going to look like. Only you know what's the ideal version of yourself. But for me, it would be like reacting to everything as though I were a millionaire. And as though I knew I could get anyone I want, and as though I was a player on the Renette team that I want to play for. Right? Renette is my sport, by the way. It's Canadian. It's kind of like hockey, for those of you who didn't know. If you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you thumbs up and share. It helps us reach as many people as possible, and everybody deserves to know this stuff. Everybody deserves to know that they are actually in complete control of what their life looks like, as Roxy Talks would say. Now, before we get back to the video, I also want you guys to comment down below. I am my ideal person living my ideal life. I am my ideal person living my ideal life. It's going to help you log it in here, you know, it's going to help you go inwards. I want you to take a second where you force yourself to reaffirm that you are your ideal person living your ideal life right here, right now. Okay? Now back to the video. Another example of when acting as if became a success story, and very quickly so, was with one of my friends who actually watched my video on how to manifest a specific text from a specific person. And in that video, I'll link it above if I remember to. I literally never remember to. If you watch all of my videos, you know I literally never remember to link my videos in my videos. But anyways, she watched my video on how to manifest a text, and in that video, I said that I prepared myself in function of believing that my specific person was coming over at my house that night. I didn't actually want to manifest that person coming over to my house that night, but I just did it anyway because in my mind, manifesting a text is way easier than manifesting someone coming over. So I was like, if I can manifest that, you know what I mean? So anyways, one of my friends listened to that, and then she had a crush that she went to school with, and then the next day at school she almost put on some sweatpants, but she was like, hold up, no, I need to wear the clothes that I would wear if I knew for sure that I would see my crush. So she put on jeans, she put on a better looking outfit. Guess who she bumped into? Not only bumped into, but had a full conversation with that day. Her crush. That was yet another great example of how to act as if. Literally set intentions and ask yourself how you would react to things and how you would act and what you would do if you were your ideal person. Would your posture be a little bit better? Would your movements be a little slower because you're more like confident. We're just going to say you're more confident, okay? Would you, I don't know. Would you be a little bit more outspoken? Think about it, ask yourself, and then embody it, okay? In yesterday's video, I was telling you guys about how I want you guys to play the long game, okay? Just because you've been trying to manifest something that has yet to show up or pop up in your physical world for your eyes to see or for your ears to hear or whatever, you know what I mean? Doesn't mean that, like, that's the deal. Your inner world has to change before your outer world changes, so become comfortable with playing the long game, okay? Choose your preferred reality, choose your preferred self, and then stick to it, no matter what. No matter what happens, no matter what you see, no matter what you hear, no matter what you taste, no matter what you touch, okay? I don't make all the senses, okay? Okay? I mean it. I mean it. This is not an exaggeration. So, okay, playing the long game. Do you think that Cleopatra, the most powerful woman in human history, when she got Julius Caesar to fall for her, okay? Do you think she would have freaked out and doubted herself if he hadn't talked to her or spoken to her for a day? No. She's Cleopatra. She's Cleopatra. Now, the thing with Cleopatra is that she had the worst childhood. Like, her dad forced her to fuck her brother, or like breed with her brother because they were poor. I don't really know how that works, but they needed like another like servant, something like that. Like, she had like literally the worst possible life, okay? But Cleopatra, being as intelligent as she was, she understood how energy works on this planet. Egyptians knew a lot of things that sadly we lost. What I was about to say was that Cleopatra understood how energy works on this planet, okay? And she used that to her advantage. She knew that in order to get Julius Caesar, the man that every bitch wanted, a lot of those bitches being a lot more beautiful than her, she knew that it had nothing to do with her actual worth and all to do with how she presented herself and how she felt about herself, how she, what she believed that she deserved. And then when Julius Caesar died, she literally seduced like the next what is it called? Not king, but like you know what I mean, okay? So do like Cleopatra. Literally walk around like you're Cleopatra, like you're Cleopatra. If something happens in your current physical reality that doesn't look good, you don't have to freak out. You're Cleopatra. Do you realize your power? Do you realize the control that you have over this shit? This is what nobody else will teach you. I mean, maybe the other law of attraction teachers will teach you, but you can't like expect great things to fall into your lap and then feel good about yourself and then feel worthy of those things. It's the other way around. You have to accept it. And I also don't want you guys to become extremely like technique obsessed, which is why I love acting as if, because it allows you to go about your day and still keep your thoughts in check and still go inwards without needing to like sit down, like lock yourself up in your room, like close your eyes, meditate, and like tune out the outside world. No, it allows you to literally live your life normally, but like better, until your life starts to look better. Like, you don't have to put your life on hold to act as if, which is what I love. It's not like meditating, it's not like doing a vision board. It's technically still a manifestation technique, but you don't need to put your life on hold for it, which I love. I'm a big fan of that. Not only does it allow you to not put your life on hold and it allows you to keep moving forward, it also allows you to go inwards. Sometimes when we do law of attraction techniques such as vision boards, scripting, let's be real, I do scripting every night, but let's be real, sometimes we just write mindlessly and don't really think about the things we're writing down, and that's not as effective as really going inwards, okay? But when you're acting as if you're forcing yourself to go inwards because you're forcing yourself to ask yourself, how would I act if I already had that thing that I want? And then like it forces you to ask yourself that question, which forces you to go inwards. And going inwards is when going inwards and being consistent with it is when your life is going to change so fast, you're going to come back in my comment section to thank me. That's just facts. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please like and share. If you hadn't enjoyed this video, you wouldn't have watched the whole way through, so you can lie to me, you can lie to all of us, don't lie to yourself. You enjoy my video and you should thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.